Today I'm here to talk about adding some extra magnet holes to your city of Chlorhaven or any other terrain that you want to magnetize. So you're looking right now at a picture of the Goblin Grotto, which is what I want to work with because my players are clumsy. I'm a little clumsy sometimes myself. I don't want to knock everything around, so magnets are a good answer. First off, thanks to all the people who got me started in 3D printing. Some awesome YouTubers here. Please check them out. And now let's jump into the video. So I've taken this into 3D Builder, and you can take it into Mesh Mixer or any program like that. You see it's a nice looking piece of terrain, and the creators thoughtfully put 4 magnet holes at the bottom here, which I'm mousing over. They look like 3mm magnet holes to me, and that's pretty good. Except, what if I want to stick, a pillar on top of that? There's no magnet hole up there, and also these magnets, they're not close to the edge here, so this magnet would only help me magnetize down to a magnetic mat or some other metal surface that I want to anchor this terrain to. But if I want to go terrain to terrain, these magnet holes actually aren't convenient at all and won't really serve me any purpose. So this what I'm going to show you how to add some magnet holes here works on any part of the model, on the bottom, on the sides, and where I'm going to show you today, just to make it easier, I'm going to show you on the top. So part of what you see if you look at the video for Chlorhaven or other terrain like this, you can put pillars or walls on the top of the terrain to section it off or just make it look better. But there's no way, if you have a magnet hole at the bottom of your column or pillar, there's nothing up here, there's no magnet on the top surface here to attach it to. What's it going to stick to? Even if it has a magnet hole in the bottom? Nothing. So all we have to do, which is not complicated at all, is we're going to go into the Insert Object tool, right? Because I'm mousing over. Let's say I want to put my I want to attach a pillar up there. It's a nice high spot. It would look really cool with a pillar, or maybe one of these other spots would. Maybe on a piece like this, you'd be attaching the Chlorhaven Bridge, which is really cool looking, and you might want to attach it on top of some of the higher pieces. So I'm inserting a cylinder. Now I'm just going to resize it. I know these magnet holes are about 3mm, so I'm going to just size it to 3mm. I'm unlocking. I need to unlock the size thing because I want it 3mm, but not 3mm in the Z, the height. So I'm going to unlock that and shrink it down. I don't think the magnets are more than a millimeter or two. I'll make it. I think it's 1mm, so I'll make this a little bigger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my cylinder. I'm going to drag it into the area where I want to attach, possibly a column. Right? I'm going to sit it right there. I want the surface of it just peeking out so I can see the whole surface of it. And that's why I made it a little bit bigger than the magnet, because some of it's going to be sticking up above the surface, so I need to go a little deeper in order to actually allow the whole magnet to fit inside. And one of the things you can do with this, you could just make this, this cylinder we're inserting here. If you want, you could make it 3.1mm just to make sure there's room for the magnet and some glue. You don't need things to be exactly precise. You can always fill in the gaps afterwards with green stuff, or people use glue and baking soda, or just a number of things. So then what I did was, once I insert it where I want to, I just hit the subtract button on the object. Up there we hit subtract, and then it carves that hole out, and now we have space for our magnet. So I would just print this out like this. I'm going to glue the magnet in, and then I would just, like I said, green stuff it, or whatever other filler you use, putty, whatever anyone uses, and then just paint over it, texture it a tiny little bit, and you won't even know there's a magnet in there. But now I've got a magnet glued in there that I can use to attach other terrain pieces from Chlorhaven to. The other thing I was trying to show you when we were underneath it, is that if you look at this model, it's actually broken up into a grid of 25 by 25 if you looked at it from the top or from the bottom. So you can kind of eyeball the middle of that wherever you want to, and insert your magnets so they're kind of in the middle of each section. Here it's a little off to the side, but you could do that if you want to figure out a way to line everything up perfectly. So here I've put my magnet holes. Now I can attach stuff wherever I want to. Like I said, if you do a good job, which is not hard to do, of gap filling a little bit after you put the magnet in, you'll never even know there's a magnet there, but you will have totally magnetized terrain. If I want to attach this to a piece that's coming to the side, I would just take that hole and put it on the side of the model. Or if I wanted to try to magnetize the bottom of it, I could make that hole right near the edge of the terrain and make a hole right near the edge of my next piece of terrain, and they will, the rare earth magnets are pretty strong. They will adhere to each other from that distance. So that's it. It's kind of quick and simple, really easy to do. And you can do this with any base that doesn't have any magnet holes at all. Just add your own magnet holes, magnetize it. No drilling necessary, none of that funky stuff. Really easy. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.